Hello students, today I'm going to tell you about the CFU. CFU is nothing but colony forming unit, right? So basically when we are growing any microorganisms, we are doing culture of any bacterial cells into the our laboratory. So basically we want to know the what is the rate of the growth and what is the number of the cells they may be there into our cultured microorganism, right? So this CFU is very important, that is the colony forming unit, right? It is also called a CFU. So basically we want to know this CFU only into our culture growth, right? So what happened here is it is nothing but the measurement of viable cells present, right? So that basically we are trying to know that what is the number of viable cells, or viable cells means living cells, those cells living cells, or those cells which is having capability to go for the binary fission. Actually the bacteria, what they do is, bacteria they are adopting the binary fusion, and they are one bacteria can become two bacteria with the same size and shape, then another these two will become another two, and in like this way 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to, in this way they are going to multiply, and they are forming the colony, right? So whenever we are culturing any bacteria into our laboratory, what is happening in petri dish, they are forming the colony, right? In their they are forming the different colonies, and these colonies may looks like this, in this way. Somewhere they may be in large size, somewhere they will be in small size, they, right? So the different spots you are going to observe into the colony, right? So here we can't predict that, because if you talk about the elephant, right? Elephant they are big in size, you can count the numbers, but here in one colony, what is the number of cells or microbial cells it is present, we will never know, and it will be very difficult to count. That's what we are, every time what we do is we estimate or assume, right? So here by the direct accounting method, what we can do is, here we can count the number of cells, right? Or in this one colony it will be considered as a 1, this will be considered as a 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. What is the number of colonies, right? The colony number of colonies, suppose it is 10, right? So in one plate number of colony it is 10, so it will be considered as a 10 cell. That data we can consider, because here in one colony there are thousands or lakhs or the many cells, many microbial cells they may be present, but in starting it was only one cell. That one cell became two cell, and it has gone into the binary fusion, and in that binary fusion it has able to made one colony. In that colony there are n number of cells. So in that way basically we can count the what you call number of colony will be considered as a number of cell, right? So this is the one pattern I told you. In suppose in another petri dish you may not get you may not get the 10 number of colony, you may get only 5 number of colony, right? So for this particular strain, the what you call the viability, or the colony forming unit, it is less, or it is 5, and for this bacteria the colony forming unit it is going to be the 10. So ultimately in the CFU or into the colony forming unit, we want to know what is the number of living cells or number of viable cells, and that will be that data, it will tell us to understand that what is the viable cells and what is the number of living cells may be present or into our, because there are so many other methods also for the measurement of microbial cell growth, like microscopic method it is there. So in the microscopic method, what will happen here, viable cells we will not be able to predict, right? Whenever we are doing the staining for gram positive or gram negative, during staining also the many of the microbes they are dying, right? So we will not be able to differentiate between the living cells and dead cells. Only the number of cells we can predict, right? So this is the colony forming unit that you need to know during the measurement of the microorganisms. Thank you.